I'm Angel Gonnet. I've discovered procurement a bit by accident. I was in sales when I started working, and I met procurement professionals. I enjoyed working with them. I discovered their methodologies, and I decided to then go back to school and did a master's degree in procurement, and I've been in procurement ever since for 20 years, and I really love it. As someone said this morning, procurement is a super connector in an organization, so it's a great chance to work with every department, and I've been enjoying it every day since that day for 20 years. So ESG short-term, for businesses and procurement in particular, I feel that short-term the difficulty is really to set the priorities right and to train people to have the right skills to implement. So execution is still a challenge, I think, in many organizations to do what's needed to achieve the goals that companies are setting for themselves. Long-term, I think there will be a lot of new changes, new regulations, and therefore we need to build agility in organizations to be able to respond to those new challenges. So in order to put ESG and place ESG at the forefront in every business, first of all, it needs to come from the top. Every CEO in every organization needs, hopefully, to be convinced that this is the right thing to do. And from there, it will become a pillar in businesses' strategies, and therefore a pillar in people's objectives and performance evaluation. So it's really a top-down solution. I've worked for organizations before where there was one mandatory ESG goal for every single employee. So depending on their work attribution, it would be a bit different from one department to another, but it was absolutely mandatory to integrate ESG into the key objectives. So again, this relates to the business strategy and see how your own company has prioritized the different elements of ESG into the strategy of the organization. And that's how I think we should always refer to that strategy to prioritize the asks of the business. Otherwise, it's a bit difficult. So I feel that in procurement, we breathe ESG. We've been breathing ESG for many years now, so a lot of us are quite versed to what it means and how to implement it. The difficulty is really in training people and raising awareness on what it means for their business relationships and their suppliers. So that's where I think most of the challenges are, the maybe low awareness on how supplier relationships are impacted by ESG. ProcureCon is a great opportunity to meet like-minded professionals. Everyone speaks the same jargon. Everyone, understands all our concepts, our tools. So it's a great place to network, to meet like-minded professionals, and it's a conference I would recommend for anyone in procurement.